Alright, we out here. Figured I'd make a little video. We got new brake pads, new rotors, and rotors that are on here are warped. They're pretty bad. And the brake pads are, you know, down to the last micrometer, nanometer. So we're gonna fix that up. Needed one specialty tool. Well, not really a specialty tool, but had to pick this up. I'll show you how we use it once I get this tire off. There's two bolts that hold the caliper on behind here. Right there. But instead of bolts, it is a 3/8 inch Allen bolt. Or Allen bit. So, I'll get that off of there. So here on the caliper, you can see those 3/8 inch Allen bits, bolts. They don't come all the way out. They just come out so much, and the caliper comes off. And here's the old rotor. And you can see that is just absolutely warped. You can even feel it, especially out here at the edge. It's way thicker at the edge than in here. You can feel it just go whoomp, way thicker out here. Here's the brake pads. This one was in the back. You can see how much brake pad is left, okay? But the one in front, yeah. Just gonna see if I can clean that up. Probably hasn't been cleaned in about 22 years. You have to spray down the new rotor with brake clean because there's grease on this from the manufacturer. The grease keeps it from flash rusting. Have you ever seen a rotor right after it rains? Gets that real scaly rust on it. Well, that can happen when these are sitting in a warehouse. I got some great new brake pads. You can tell which one's the outer by the clips. So this is the outer one and the inner one. Just wanted to take a moment to get a close-up of this cross hatching on the rotor. Looks pretty good. So there it is, put back together. I gotta say, I went from not being a fan of this Allen bit to really hating it. You put any sort of torque on it, tightening or loosening, and it's gonna tweak ever so slightly, you know, to one side or the other, and it's gonna lock into the bolt you're trying to get out. It sticks in the bolt. Dumb. On to number 2. Okay, got the old rotor off. Now this is interesting. This one is not nearly as warped as the other side. It's still pretty warped, but not as bad. And the outer brake pad, look how much more pad is left on this side compared to the other side. That's really interesting. It's crazy, man. You never know who's doing what to these cars. How did that happen? But then the inner pad is pretty much the same on both sides. How does that happen? I mean, somebody didn't change the outer pad when they changed the inner one, or they changed one side and not the other. That's crazy. Alright, second rotor is on. Fresh new brake pads. Nothing left to do now but put that tire on and take it for a test drive. Yeah, seems to be working pretty good. Freaking cops. I don't have my license, I don't have shoes. I'm flying over that hill about to do a brake test. 2 sheriffs. Guess I'll put the seatbelt on, eh? Yeah, I'd say it's pretty good though. I don't hear any noises, no squeaking. I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, it's pretty good. Alright, that's about it. Fresh brakes. Gotta love them.